Ladies and gentlemen, if you're excited about MyFaction, all the personas and brand new attires that don't get taken off of community creations by 2K, then you're going to be very excited about a bunch of new persona cards that are coming to MyFaction. They're turning the dial up to 11. If you've been playing the game, you may have noticed that they've been speeding up the personas by revealing more oddities in the live events. Now, these have been able to not yet reveal, but it's only a matter of time before we start getting the likes of the Shield Seth Rollins and Trick Williams, which were teased when the game first released. But there's even more coming now, new sets of cards, brand new models of superstars, and a set of No Mercy inspired. Yes, I said No Mercy as in the N64 old school WWF No Mercy persona cards. I couldn't think of a better place to start because Joe Mashups on Twitter dropped a absolute bombshell this week when he revealed that there are demastered cards coming to the game. In fact, the whole pack set is called Demastered. Now, first of all, I need to say to anyone at 2K, if you know the person who came up with this idea, who had that huge brain moment, they probably deserve a raise because this looks incredible and is using the old school No Mercy, let's say SmackDown Just Bring It, PlayStation 2, N64 era graphic style. And like I said, it's an entire set of cards, not just one or two. These are taking the Lily from last year, for example, and the action figures from this year and dialing it up a bit. Now, the number of cards that will be personas, we don't know yet, but we know at least one, and that will be Roman Reigns, which will unlock that No Mercy style attire with the almost painted on attires with the blocky hair and face. It looks crazy. Now, I will say it's not quite as scaled back as N64, but they've clearly been playing AEW Fight Forever to descale the graphics. That's not a shot, that is just a fact. I mean, just take a look at the comparison between CM Punk in 2K and CM Punk in Fight Forever, and I think that explains it for you quite clearly. And it seems that when you unlock this Roman Reigns persona card, it's going to give you not only the No Mercy style, the attires, but also a special entrance and the model for the rest of 2K24, no matter what mode you want to use it in. This pack is expected to drop soon and features at least 4 demastered superstars that we know of. Roman Reigns, of course, Bianca Belair, LA Knight, and Tamina. Now, my guess would be that given they're both advertised quite heavily, Roman and Bianca will get the persona treatment given they're front and center on the packs too. But why not do a mini set of cards, like 5 or 6, and make them all persona cards? Apart from one, which we're going to go through in just a moment. But as proven by the Ichiban Hulk Hogan cards, it is very likely we will see these in live events or as locker codes later on down the line. Now, keeping them all to packs is not necessarily a bad thing, and I am going to touch on that later on to talk about another card that is also stuck in packs and will not be part of any live events. You don't necessarily have to spend money on these. You just save up your MyFaction points you get from completing live events or by using things like the weekly towers, faction wars. The other benefits of packs are that they're always going to be there, and that unlike say the Roman Reigns is coming up, you won't have to wait for a live event for those to become available again. I'll update you and do a pack opening for those cards the moment they drop, so make sure you are hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Sometimes it's white, sometimes it's black, sometimes it's red. It doesn't matter what color it is. It just matters if you're part of the team. So press that button so you don't miss a single thing. And I'm gonna ask you, what demastered WWE superstars do you want to see in their 64-bit glory? Let me know in the comments down below and I'll tell you. Mine, I'd love to see a demastered AJ Styles. That would just be cherry on the cake, although CM Punk could be pretty cool too. Next up is Hulk Hogan and his Ichiban Hogan figure. You may or may not have noticed that in-game there is a live event going on at this point to get your hands on that card. And most importantly, you do not need to buy the Target exclusive figurines to get them. You just have to have a special card in game to be able to get it, but it is a limited time live event. Most importantly, this is now a Persona card. Originally it wasn't, and has been upgraded to an 84 rated Ruby. Complete this live event and you unlock the Ichiban Hogan, regardless of whether you had it beforehand, for use across all of the modes of in 2K24. Just for clarity, if you did get yourself the Emerald version of the Hogan card, which was the bonus for purchasing those Mattel figurines, you don't need to get this. You can still benefit. There's no difference between both Persona items you get, but the rating is higher on the Ruby if you wanted it for your MyFaction lineup. The change for this, by the way, is a great move by 2K, but you will need to obtain or already have a Sapphire Hulk Hogan card from the Legends collection to unlock the live event. If you don't have this, then you'll need to go and open some Legends collection packs or purchase the Hulkster from the card market, where it's currently valued at 68,250 MyFaction points, or 52,668 virtual currency. I personally, at this point in the game, I wouldn't be touching the Legends packs, as we're now moving on to Amethyst cards, which are far stronger than the Ichiban Hogan Emerald or Ruby. So if you don't have it, you're not necessarily going to miss out, and it's very likely these limited edition cards will come back into the game and you'll be able to get your hands on that Ichiban Hogan. Maybe even from the card market, who knows? But hey, if you've been here this long in the video, then you must be enjoying what you're watching, so why not leave a thumbs up to like the video, brother. Okay, maybe without the brother. Next up is one a lot of people have been asking about since this week's Raw featured a trailer for the ECW DLC. There was an additional teaser for upcoming MyFaction packs and a new Persona card for Roman Reigns, specifically the Man-Bun Roman Reigns, which was a very popular download for community creations before 2K nuked What's the Status and all of his work. You remember that? I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. The Man-Bun Roman comes with his 1000 days as undisputed champion attire and will be available in a special live event running from this weekend, May 18th, until May the 24th. But there's a catch. To get him in every mode in the game and get that special attire, you're gonna have to get yourself a very specific card from a new set called Punches and Promos. Now, I'm actually going to be showcasing this in today's video and opening some of the packs, but you'll need an Amethyst Sami Zayn. Yes, we're getting Amethyst cards outside of the collection bonuses for the first time in packs, and it features Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens both as Amethyst cards, and you'll need that Sami Zayn to unlock the Roman Reigns live event to then go and get your Roman Reigns Persona card. Yeah, and that's where everyone collectively boos 2K like they were Gable Stevenson in a wrestling ring. But what are the chances of you getting that Sami Zayn card? Well, you're about to find out, because we're going to open some of these promos and punches packs. But there's one more, another Persona card, and this one has had people going wild all week. The final boss, The Rock. Yes, that version from WrestleMania is coming to MyFaction, and yes, will be unlockable throughout 2K24. But as you're about to see from my look, this is a disappointed face. I'm not impressed. Why? Getting him right now is almost impossible. Or you have to spend a lot of money. And honestly, I'm gonna call it as I see it. It feels really super ugly greedy. If you go to the in-game collection, it looks a little something like this. However, two things are important. One, at the moment, at this time of recording, he doesn't have his Titantron. He doesn't have his entrance music. It is a very simple new Rock with the new tattoos and etc. That is it. The look is what you're getting. Now, he is an overpowered card, don't get me wrong, but I would expect more for someone you're gonna have to really dig into your pockets for. This is not a card you can pull from packs. Not yet anyways. You'll need to grab all of these cards. The Kevin Owens I showed just now. You need to get the Sami Zayn. You need to get this Bray Bray Wyatt. And oddly enough, they've put the jobbers in from My GM mode as Ruby cards, and I don't like it, but whatever. The fact of the matter is unless you are stupendously lucky, this is going to be almost impossible to get your hands on. So it's going to be several months before people start to actually get this, unless they fall into the trap. The odds of getting the Amethyst cards you need, the Kevin Owens, the Sami Zayn, etc., are 3%, which is insane. Much like the Ichiban Hogan, I think The Rock is going to come back in another card for a live event or something else. So he will be available later on down the line. I don't think this is a one and done, and this is the only way of getting him. But we're going to open some packs. We're going to see if we can get the Amethyst Sami Zayn to get this Roman Reigns, and maybe we might be lucky enough to put ourselves the cards we need to get The Rock. This is the only way at this point in time, by the way, of getting this card. And the collection cards don't show up on the card market either. So it's gonna be a while before the final boss is in anyone's hands, unless you use the PC version and mod. And yes, greed is a really strong term, but I've got to call it as it is. This is not great. Being in packs is one thing. Having them as collection rewards, completely different. At least this is permanent, so you can't lose it. There's no live event that's gonna disappear. There's no FOMO. So you can work towards this, but honestly, I'd wait. But anyway, let's open the packs and see what we get inside. It's not an amethyst, so we're gonna reveal, ooh, emeralds only? Yikes. Not a good start so far, man. Not a good start. Okay, punches and promos number 2. We're looking for the purple glow. We get a Sapphire, Sassy Malassie. 2K, what is this? I'm really hoping he turns up in another pack soon enough. It's gotta happen. I think more people will just go to the PC version and unlock it that way. Let's open emeralds again. Damn, okay, this is not good. Only one of these cards so far. The next one, okay, so I only got one, but I did have the Sheamus show up. I can hit another collection reward. My next collection reward, funnily enough, is a diamond card, which is above the amethysts. Let's see what we get in this next pack. We got 2 cards. Kyle Slickman, another jobber. Jesus, and Scarlet as well, which, you know, it's an extra card. But I am bleeding virtual currency here, this VC, to try and get my hands on this Sami Zayn. I am praying. This all seems like a massive mistake unless I somehow manage to get my hands on this. I honestly feel like I'm being robbed at the moment, but I'm doing it for the content to try and get it. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I think this is going to be a lesson to everyone that maybe it's best just to wait and see what they do later on, because it clearly is not working here. It's not looking great, guys. This is like paywall upon paywall. I'm not even got one of the cards yet. You should have known that 2K were going to pull something like this, but whatever. We got another emerald card. It's nice, I guess. That's 3 of the set. Oh dear. I just hope that this is not a sign of the future. I really hope. Oh, we got Bray Wyatt. Okay, so we got a ruby card. That's something. I'll be happy if I get myself Sami Zayn. And we got Bray Wyatt again, a dupe. Okay, really? It didn't get me like next to any MFP for that ruby dupe then. Very strange. But we got to get that amethyst. We just want one amethyst. We get Pharaoh, Cody's dog, Cody Crybaby dog. I feel like my pockets have been violated, well and truly violated. One amethyst would be nice from this. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And nope, last opportunity to get ourselves an amethyst. Yeah, I'm gonna burn some MFP to potentially get the amethyst I need. Is it gonna work? Is it not? No. Well, the Persona card started off well, guys, didn't they? And then they got greedy. Okay, well, hopefully it gets better later on. But if you want to see how you get all the rest of the Personas outside of this video, go and check this video at the top. Or you can check out down here for the Enigma tier, brand new, just dropped for Supercard. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.